All rise. Please be seated. All right. Good evening, everybody. We are in the seventh day of case number ZG416525518 in the child abuse and neglect penalty phase, State of Florida versus Sonia Heitman Clementine. Today is Thursday, the 1st of February 2024. Tonight, the prosecution and defense teams will give their closing arguments. Please come up to the podium and give your closing statement, Eric.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the seventh day of the child abuse and neglect penalty phase of Sonia Heitman Clementine. As you know, the defendant abused 13-year-old Jamin Abraham, 22-year-old William Anderson, 17-year-old Jaden Carter, 15-year-old Stefan Chaney, 14-year-old Dominic Collada, 10-year-old Alan Duran, 12-year-old Emery Estrada, 16-year-old Senahid Fail, 12-year-old William Glover Jr., 10-year-old Frank Griffin, 12-year-old Anthony Hooper, 13-year-old Dora Marquez, 14-year-old Damon McHugh, 12-year-old Maria Mendoza, 14-year-old Javier Mora, 10-year-old Amaya Oswald, 14-year-old Viviana Ramirez, 18-year-old Christian Randall, 14-year-old Anna Romanovsky, 14-year-old John Saluda, 12-year-old Nisha Sharma, 12-year-old Mary Stevens, 12-year-old McKenna White, and 17-year-old Kendall Williams, by making them stay in juvenile detention for 24 hours, 72 hours, and 237 hours, forcing them to drink spicy milkshakes and cold showers, forcing them to wear body monitors, and refuse to let them use the bathroom. Last week, I showed you the crime scene of the juvenile detention room, and today, I will now show the crime scene of the bathroom. Here is the second crime scene. Like I said, this is the second crime scene that the students were abused in. Look at the blood all over the floor. She turned on the shower water to freezing cold, at 5 degrees Fahrenheit, and refused to turn the water to hot. She also said the V word and P word, and called them slutty dingbats, told them to stop crying like babies, telling them they won't escape because she wants to discipline them, calling them the N word, and told them they will stay in the shower until her timer is up. Also, some of the victims banged on the shower door as hard as they could to try and escape, which caused blood to form all over the doors and floor. Some of the victims even tried to escape from the chair straps, but the defendant shoved them right back down on the floor. We have already told you this about the spicy milkshakes in juvenile detention, and then, on July 29, 2023, all the victims decided to teach her a lesson by beating her up. Many people praise the students for doing that, and so do we. By seeing these two crime scenes, and the recent one today, you are going to find that the defendant will be sentenced to death. Please sentence her to death now because it's clear she's so dangerous to children. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. All right. We will now hear the defense's closing arguments. Please come up to the podium and give your statement, Mr. Bryant.
Okay. I am sick and tired of how the prosecution is saying that my client should be sentenced to death. She does not deserve to be sentenced to death. She deserves to be sentenced to life in prison because the students are the ones who are misbehaving. She can abuse these students whenever the fuck she wants. And people keep calling her a hypocrite, which, of course, she is not a fucking hypocrite. Everyone in this room is a fucking hypocrite. And like I said in my opening statement, Shields Maldonado has called her Stompy 2.0 all because she called the students jerks and dingbats. She is not Stompy 2.0, and she can call them jerks or dingbats whenever the fuck she wants because they are so fucking stupid. And she has the right to swear whenever the fuck she wants because the students are refusing to act like grown-ups. It's absolutely motherfucking ridiculous. And I can't stand War and Kiss and telling her to stop fucking swearing because like I said, she can swear whenever the fuck she wants to. And thank God they all got grounded by Mr. Aldworth after they beat her up. They all deserve to be grounded by Mr. Aldworth. Like I said, after hearing the statement from me, you will find that Mrs. Clementine should get life in prison instead of death. I ask that you sentence her to life in prison. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bryant. All right. We've concluded the seventh day of the penalty phase. We will resume tomorrow, when the jury will reach a verdict, whether the defendant gets death or life in prison. Prosecutors, please bring her back to jail. Court is now dismissed.